have to start again with the one and only Victor James Osimhen of Galatasaray Football Club. Over the past week, we've seen him play 2 games for Galatasaray. Last week, Thursday, they beat Konyaspor 5-1 in the Turkish Cup semi-final. Osimhen got a goal and an assist in that game. And then over the weekend, they played Eyüpspor away as they continued their charge towards yet another Turkish league title. And they won 5-1 again, with Osimhen scoring a goal and getting an assist in this game. What can I say? Just phenomenal. When you look at the game against Konyaspor, yes, this is a team that they're expected to beat. But if you see the goals he scored as well, the first one, fantastic guided header after a cross by Dries Mertens. He just planted the ball straight into the left of the goalkeeper. The left-hand side of the post, so to the goalkeeper's right. Fantastic header. And then when you even watch the goals, after it was 1-0, Torreira's goal to make it 2-0. Osimhen first headed the ball, the goalkeeper saved it and pushed it out, and then Torreira smashed on the rebound to make it 2-0. Even the third goal, he then teed up Roland Salai, who scored a fantastic strike from outside the box. Osimhen was running with the ball and then laid it off to him, and then he took 3 steps and then banged the shot straight into the top corner of the net. Now he's on course for the double Galatasaray, and it's very likely that they'll get both. This means that they're 5 points ahead of Fenerbahce with 5 games to go. He has 31 goals and 7 assists, so 38 goal involvements in 36 games for Galatasaray, and he remains the top goal scorer. So everything we expected of someone like Osimhen playing in that league has pretty much come to pass. The game yesterday was such an eventful game. When you watch it, once again, he was involved in pretty much all their offensive actions. He could have had more. In the second minute of the game, Osimhen missed a sitter. He got squared, literally 1-1 with the goalkeeper, and he hit the ball against the post. So that was the first sign of what was to come in this game. And then after that, he pretty much got the assist for the opener. His header there was a Galatasaray corner. He headed the ball and it looked like it was going into the back of the net. But it's one of those chances that a player has to just tap it in just to be sure and to make sure that the opponents do not kick the ball out. So that's exactly how the first goal got scored, because Roland Zala yet again was able to stab home from close range. Even the second goal scored by Torreira in this game, it was yet again a flick from Osimhen, which was hard to deal with by the Eyüpspor defender. Yet another corner. Next thing you know, the ball fell to Torreira, who then volleyed it in to make it 2-0. He then scored a fantastic goal to make it 3-0. After 70 minutes, took the ball spectacularly from a Morata pass. And he pretty much, for lack of a better word, he heighted the defender. In Nigeria, where you have the ball up. And he just heighted the defender and banged the shot straight. But then the defender managed to block it. But then the ball fell straight to his lap again. And then he just smashed it into the bottom right corner to make it 3-0. So just fantastic for him. And then Morata wrapped up the game by scoring 2 late goals towards the end of the game to make it 5-1. So once again, very impressive for Victor Osimhen. Best performer as far as I'm concerned when it comes to Super Eagles players over the past week. And once again, one to monitor for the summer. So that's Osimhen. Also, I wanted to shout out Nathan Tella, who continues to go from strength to strength for Bayer Leverkusen. Over the weekend, he was in action for Bayer Leverkusen in a 2-0 win over Augsburg, which Frank Rijeka plays for. He got an assist in the 13th minute. He laid the ball up for Patrick Schick, who took 1 step and then banged this fantastic shot with his left foot straight into the top corner to make it 1-0 for Bayer Leverkusen. Also, Tella had the ball in the back of the net in the 24th minute and had a very good celebration, but unfortunately it was disallowed after a VAR check. So very, very fantastic game overall for him. He even played a part in the second goal. He played the initial cross to the box. The Augsburg defenders tried to clear the ball, and then Emilio Buendia, formerly of Aston Villa, then shot the ball from the edge of the box straight to the corner, into the bottom corner of the net to make it 2-0. So really good to see Tella performing at the highest level, and he continues to go from strength to strength. It'll be interesting to see what happens if Xabi Alonso moves to Real Madrid in terms of Tella's continued development, but I think he'll definitely stay in Leverkusen for one more season at the very least. We can't really say the same for Boniface at the moment, who has turned into a bit of a bench warmer of recent. Also, I want to shout out Cyriel Dessers. He scored his 24th goal of the season on Sunday. He initially made a missed a very, very clear-cut chance one-on-one, and he just fluffed his lines and skied the ball. But his goal was pretty good. He took it with his left foot. He had about 4 defenders from St. Mirren in front of him, and he banged the ball straight into the bottom right corner of the goal to the goalkeeper's left. So really good. Unfortunately, Rangers did not win the game. They drew 2-2 against St. Mirren, and of course, Celtic have clinched the title, so it's their 50th league title, which draws them level with Rangers on 50-50 each. But anyway, Dessers should be aiming for his 25th goal of the season, which would be a good achievement for him, and let's see what happens. I think he's quietly in the right level for his current level, but let's see. Also, shout out to Alex Iwobi. He continues to go from strength to strength. Fulham beat Southampton 2-1 over the weekend with a last-minute winner by Ryan Sessegnon. Fantastic goal with his head after a cross by Adama Traore. But what I like about Alex Iwobi is he got his 6th assist of the season in this game. Initially, Calvin Bassey got the ball and then passed it to Alex Iwobi. Alex Iwobi then played a sumptuous ball into the box for Emil Smith-Rowe to take on his feet, and then Emil Smith-Rowe had a shot the ball, but it got deflected and then into the back of the net past Aaron Ramsdale. So it's arguably his best season so far when we look at the Premier League. He's now got 9 goals and 6 assists, 15 goal involvements playing for Fulham, who are mid-table. They've left it a bit too short to be able to make like the Europa League, but still an impressive season for Fulham, and they should clock over 50 points, which is no mean feat for a team of Fulham size. Also, let's see if Alex Iwobi can get into double figures in Premier League goals, which I think would be an incredible achievement considering his position and the team he plays for. Also, I just want to shout out Chuba Akpom. He started for Lille and got an assist for them with a really, really good pass into the path of Icelandic striker Haraldsson to make it 2-0 at the start of the second half. In this game, he also missed a sitter from pulling back rage in the first half, which is unfortunate, but good to see him, at least getting some positive performances down his belt as Lille still push towards making a Champions League spot, and they're currently 3rd in the league. You have about 5 teams separated by like 2 points, so it's going to be a shootout to the death in League One over the final 3 games of the season. Also, shout out to Tolu Arkodare, who scored his 20th league goal of the season for Genk during the week on Wednesday. It's unfortunate they couldn't get the win in that game. Genk have stuttered a little bit over the past week, but it's still impressive that he's the top goal scorer in the division, and it's no mean feat. You can't really argue about his performances, and there's no better striker than him in the Belgian division this season. So one to monitor for the summer, and let's see what happens for the recently capped Super Eagles International. Also, I want to shout out Bruno Onyemaechi. He's continued to start games for Olympiacos and looks to be gaining favour as first choice left back for the team. He kept yet another clean sheet over the weekend as Olympiacos beat Ike Athens 2-0, and he could be winning yet another trophy in a few weeks when they play the final of the Greek Cup. Long may the success continue for Onyemaechi. This is exactly what I want to see. Someone that would have been in a relegation battle with Boavista, but now he's getting some silverware to shine and show off. So fantastic achievement for him. Also, congratulations to Igoh Ogbu of Slavia Prague, recently capped Super Eagles defender. Slavia Prague won the Czech Republic League over the weekend after a 5-0 win over their opponents. Really, really good to celebrate our players winning silverware. It's one of the major things every player wishes for in their career, and they don't come that often, so you have to celebrate these moments. And then also, I wanted to shout out a Nigeria eligible player, Arthur Okonkwo, whose side Wrexham secured promotion into the championship. Obviously, we know goalkeeper is the weakest position we have in the squad, but Maduka Okoye and Saino Abali are definitely our best 2 goalkeepers. But Arthur Okonkwo is one to watch. He's a better goalkeeper than League One. He's the highest paid player in Wrexham, and now they've promoted to the championship. All of you that watch movies, Ryan Reynolds and Rob, I've forgotten the guy's surname. They own Wrexham. They've had 3 straight back-to-back promotions in 3 seasons. So look out for this guy. He can play for Nigeria. He's 23 years old. He played 32 games this season and registered 18 clean sheets, and while also being Player of the Month in March. So let's see how Wrexham perform in the championship, and maybe potentially could even be someone that we end up calling up into the Super Eagles fold. So that's it in terms of stand-up performances for the week.